Hello everybody, Luke back once again, this time to review the InnoView portable display. Now this is a display that can plug into anything that uses USB-C to show an image or HDMI to show an image through the included HDMI micro cable or any HDMI micro. And an HDMI micro cable takes a full-size HDMI plug to go into your gaming system like a Xbox or a PlayStation or a Switch or a laptop or anything. And then on this side, they have a smaller version of the port here for HDMI micro. Now, you do need a special cable for that. It does come with one, about a 4-foot one. If you want a longer cable, you can buy them on Amazon. They're very easy. Just type in HDMI micro or an adapter that takes HDMI micro to full-size HDMI. Keep that in mind. Now, I bought this for travel. This is a travel display here that allows you to have a very narrow display with a built-in stand that allows you to adjust it and more. But when you close it all up, you get this very, very narrow display to throw in your suitcase, throw in your backpack, and take with you. As somebody who does video editing and more, having a second screen, even when I'm on the road, is very helpful, and that's why I picked this up. So we're going to be breaking this all down, let you know the pros and cons of this display, and hopefully it will help you decide if the InnoView is the right display for you. Now, first of all, I will put a link to this down in the show notes and in the first comment if you want to find this on Amazon for pricing or maybe some specific specs that you were trying to track down. I'm going to talk a lot about this as the end user. Hey, I bought this, I took it home, I plugged it in. What was my experience? What should I know about this with it? So keep that in mind, that this is an end user review. If you're looking for some specific specs or power usage and that kind of stuff, check out the link in the show notes down below or in the pinned first comment. Also, if you could help us grow this new channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Hopefully we can help you learn something new. This time about the InnoView, next time about something totally different. We have hundreds of videos just like this. Your subscription or your thumbs up lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so more people can find us and help us grow. All right, let's dive into it. So this is the display. It's a pretty standard display. It does have built-in speakers. Just come on, focus. On the back, it's pretty basic, pretty bland. Some FCC required information there. And then it does have a very nice metal back, metal stand, which I really like. Adjustable stand here so you can angle it however you want. If you're standing, you can go a little bit more flat. If you're sitting, you can go a little bit more up. On the side here, you do have, come on, focus. You do have here, I apologize, this will focus, I hope. All right, HDMI micro right here, so you can plug in an HDMI. 2 USB-C cables over here. On this side, there is a USB-C power one, and then some different controls to go into the settings, adjust the brightness, adjust the different things, and a headphone jack here. There are built-in speakers. They are okay quality speakers. As with most displays, the speakers built into them, not the greatest in the world. Actually, my laptop speakers were better. But yeah, so you do have 2 USB-C cables where you can plug in USB-C phones and mirror your screen here, for example. You do have 1 HDMI port, so you can plug in anything into this that takes HDMI, game systems, laptops, displays, whatever it may be, you can do that. Now, one thing to note with this, now when you get this, it comes with a bunch of paperwork, one of them being a quick setup guide. InnoView has multiple monitors, but they seem to only have 1 quick setup guide, which is fine for the most part except for one thing. In that guide, it talks about wireless display from a Windows 10 or newer Windows 11 laptop to your InnoView display. Now, this model does not include wireless display capabilities. That's something I wish they didn't do. Now they just use a stock instructions on how to connect the cables and all this through it. So keep that in mind. It will work through HDMI, and if you have a compatible device like a smartphone that uses USB-C video out to another USB-C display, this will do it. You're not going to be able to wirelessly connect your laptop's computer through Bluetooth to this, for example. It's not supporting that. It doesn't have Bluetooth or anything like that built in. Also, power is done through USB-C. It does come with the required USB-C plug and power on that. Now, again, it's just a standard length cable. If you want a longer power plug, just get a longer USB-C plug on it to charge your display. But it does come with that included, which is a nice feature. Overall, I've been very happy with this. This is a good display. A few downsides. 1080 by 900 by 1080 standard display. It's standard HD display like you see with the TV and resolution. The downside of that is most laptops have a higher resolution, so things will seem a little bit bigger. It is a full HD display, which means it does look good. Having it as a second monitor allows you to have windows open on it and easily see everything you're using on it and easily read it all, just as you would with any HD display. Now, it's not anything higher than standard 1080p HD display. So with it being locked at 1080p or smaller, unfortunately, with many laptops having a higher resolution screen than 1080p, that means that your screen is not necessarily going to be the same size as your laptop. My 11-inch or laptop, my 13-inch laptop, this was actually a smaller resolution, which meant that my mouse, it kind of sat in a kind of funny angle with it when you're kind of moving your mouse over. But I found it was very good to read emails, to write a post, to edit a Word document. This is great. Gaming, 1080p is what most monitors or TVs are for gaming. It's not 4K, it's just HD 1080p. Keep that in mind. So for gaming, all that's resolution. For a laptop, you may feel like, hey, the resolution's a little small on it, and it kinda is. 1080p a while back on laptops was very good. Today, a lot of laptops go a much higher resolution than that. So keep that in mind. Am I gonna wanna do 4K laptop gaming on this? No, this is not a laptop 4K display. If I got a Nintendo Switch and I'm plugging into this, yeah, that's gonna look just fine. 1080p HD is gonna look fine. And honestly, an Xbox or PlayStation doing HD gaming is fine. It's not a 4K display. The refresh rate isn't the greatest. It's okay for standard gaming. If you're playing a Call of Duty and you want a super high refresh rate, this is not a gaming display. This is really meant for somebody who is taking it with them to stream Netflix on this, to stream their monitor from their computer as a second monitor here, to have a second set of windows open. If you're editing an Excel document, you want multiple windows open, you're editing a video, you want your different files that you're using here and you're editing on your laptop, this is very helpful. Is it gaming? I wouldn't really say so. Other than maybe some basic, hey, I'm playing Civilization turn-based, refresh rate and graphics, not that important. I'm playing a Nintendo Switch game, not that important. I'm trying to play Call of Duty on this, I probably wouldn't want to do that, for example. Overall though, very good. No internal battery. This requires to be plugged in. There are ones out there with internal batteries. There are ones out there with higher resolutions and more. But for the price, not too bad. And I will be linking to that down below in the show notes if you want to find it. I will link to this particular model on Amazon so you can find it there and know how much this costs and kind of read over the specs for yourself. But overall, I'm very happy. This is a nice display and very well built. Now with that said, it's still a display and this is very thin. Be careful how you throw this around as you travel. You're packing it in your suitcase, I'll try to wrap it in some clothes in between layers to help protect it. If you're throwing it in your backpack, I'd be a little bit mindful of that this is in your backpack. And it is fragile because there's nothing protecting the screen. If it gets smashed, it's probably going to break. Keep that in mind. While it may be a nice body, nicely made, doesn't feel like cheap plastic, nice metal stand, for example, the screen is still exposed and still vulnerable to being damaged. Keep that in mind. So with that, 2 thumbs up for being a cheap, easy to use portable monitor, to have a second screen up, to have Word documents or whatever you're doing, or maybe have another tab of browsers up so you're watching some news feeds or whatever. I did that a lot as a reporter, have multiple news feeds and more flying across multiple other monitors. When I was a reporter, I had at least 3 monitors going whenever I could. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this helps you. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, let me know. Otherwise, check this out on Amazon. If you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. We'll be back with another video real soon.